Hey, tonight I have 7 bottles for you that I am enjoying for the fall time and think you should probably be looking for these bottles as well too. What are they? Stick around and pour up. It's the Bourbon Nut. Hey, welcome back. My name is Brock, and tonight in this episode, we're talking about bottles that I like during the fall time as the temperatures start to cool down, proof starts to go up a little bit, and these are particularly bottles that, could be foolproof, cask strength. Not all of them are, but most of them are to some degree, and are just really remind me of the fall time of the season, right? So I really like these bottles a lot. So these are in no particular order. I've got an honorable mention to start with. And again, these are just bottles that I personally, for me, that I have in my collection and have been enjoying. So some of these may be not as readily available in your market. Most of them should be to some degree. But again, these are ones that I'm really enjoying that I tend to gravitate towards this fall. Unlike last fall, there's some different craft distilleries, legacies I was really enjoying. So that kind of changes year in, year out during this time of the year. So again, this is going to be this fall that I'm really enjoying these right now too. And it may change again. But at least for now, this is what they are. So let's start off with first what I have in the glass here. I will share with you guys at the end. Cheers. A little hint, this one is a cask strength one. Very good. All right, let's start off with the honorable mention. So the honorable mention goes out to a legacy distillery, right? This came out last year, and it's a budget banger bottle, right? I have bangers used all the time, it seems like, for bottles, but it really was a really good bottle for the price. And so this particular bottle is 6 years age stated, coming from Jim Beam. Came out last year, and I'm talking the 6-year age stated. This is the Winter Reserve from Jim Beam. So this one is 6 years age stated, toasted barrels, vanilla, cinnamon, all those things it actually says on the label here. But when this came out, those things sound great. 6-year age stated for $26, $26.95, really good deal, right? And then you saw the proof. It was like 86 proof. We're like, shit. But to be fair, there's a lot of flavor for 86 proof in this. So this is why this is an honorable mention, because it does have a lot of fall characteristics I tend to like the toastiness, the vanilla, cinnamon, a little bit of spice in there. It's got some good barrel influence too for 6 years for 86 proof, even though it's watered down a good bit. But this is just an easy sipper, just to kind of talk with friends while you're not really having to pay attention too much to what's in the glass, but it's got some solid flavors, right? So this is why this is an honorable mention, and I recommend this for $26.95. 6-year age stated Jim Beam product, Winter Reserve. Thought it was going to be limited, but it stayed on the shelves all year round so far, or at least up to this year coming up, since it was released last year. But really good bottle, and I recommend if you got this $26.95, just put it on the shelf. All right, number one. Next one is going to a craft distillery. And this one right here has put out some good stuff. These guys are out of Georgia, and I'm talking 13th Colony, and this is particularly the rye cask strength. I have the bourbon cask strength over here too, and it's really solid too, but I think the rye cask strength is just better. Tastes better. There's more depth, more flavor. There's some candied notes in there. It's really nice. But I really enjoy this one a lot. This one was paid in South Carolina about $90, $95, I believe, somewhere in that ballpark. But again, really, really well done, 13th Colony. So I enjoy this bottle a lot, and I think you should go out if you have the opportunity to purchase this. This one's really tasty. Comes in at 120.7 proof, a lot of flavor, and again, cask strength. Just a solid bottle for the price point, and that's why I'm enjoying this one a whole lot too. So again, 13th Colony out of Georgia, really good stuff. Next, let's go with a classic here. This distillery here is very popular. They do a lot of finished stuff. They do it really well. Particularly a lot of the Ryes. You might already have an idea of what this may be, but these guys are out of Maryland, and I'm talking Sagamore. Particularly, this is the Double Oak Rye. Sagamore makes great products across the board. I know Sagamore sources some of their juice to other NDPs. So I have the 9-year Sagamore up there. I've not gotten the 10-year, but I heard it's pretty good as well too. But particularly this one right here for like 60 bucks, double oak rye, really, really tasty. And this comes in at 96.6 proof, so really, really good for the price point. And again, Sagamore does great things. Enjoy this bottle, so this is one that you should be picking up too. A lot of dessert notes on that one too, heavy caramel, vanilla on the back end, sweet oak, really good. Nightcap too, so really good. Like that one a lot. Let's go with another legacy. Let's go with another legacy. This one right here, if you watch the channel, I'm a big fan of this brand. I enjoy this brand out of Kentucky a lot. I have a majority of the lineup, not all of it, but majority of it, but I like the flavor profile, and they source a lot out as well too. I'm talking Bardstown, and this is 1792, this is the full proof expression. Could be the standard, could be the single barrel store picks. They're all good to me. I like the full proof, I like their lineup, but full proof is really good too. In the fall time, I really tend to gravitate towards this one a lot, and this is kind of one of the more consistent bottles that I tend to go to more so in the fall time when the temperatures cool off. Will I grab it a time or two in the early spring or late summer? Yes, most time I might. But during the fall time when it gets cold, I'm definitely grabbing this a lot more too. And for about 50 bucks, this one's been more readily available in the, again, Gastonia, Charlotte, North Carolina area. I've been seeing these pop up a lot more. So they're easy to grab for 50 bucks, and they're definitely worth the price point. So another one that's good to pick up for the fall time. Let's go craft again. This right here is gonna be a pair, but this craft distillery has been doing really good things. And these guys are out of Ohio, Columbus, Ohio particularly. And again, I've had a few of their bottles. I've had their mainstay or baseline offerings, you want to call them. And they're really good, including their pumpernickel rye, which is a hint. And if you know what I'm talking about, then we're talking about Middle West Spirits out of Columbus, Ohio. So this is the cast strength straight wheated bourbon, and I also have the straight wheat whiskey. These wheated products, if you're looking for a wheated product for the fall time, I'd recommend just going craft and go with Middle West. I mean, this stuff is really tasty. And this straight wheat whiskey is about 70 bucks. Comes in at 125.1. You won't be disappointed. It's soft on the palate, but it's got a lot of flavor. It's got some spice on the back end. Really tasty. And then again, this one right here is the straight wheated bourbon whiskey. Really good as well too. These are both batch 1 as well. Again, both coming in about 70 bucks in the market. And Middle West is pretty readily available down here in I'd say South Carolina too, Gastonia and Charlotte, North Carolina. But I've found these actually in South Carolina. So just over the border where they're not regulated like ABC stores are in North Carolina. So could be a little fluctuation there. And it may not be as easy in your market there. But again, these are really solid wheaters. If you're looking for some wheater products that are cast strength, these are really good ones from Ohio to really go after for craft. I enjoy those a lot. Let's go with a legacy distillery. This one, I feel like this one's just always going to be on my bar. This is always going to be something I'm going to gravitate towards, especially when the temperatures get cooler. Love this distillery. They put out some really great stuff. Legacy Distillery, and I'm talking Jack Daniel's. Yeah, Jack Daniel's is single barrel proof, particularly the rye. The single barrel proof bourbon, super tasty, super good as well too, but I think the rye just outshines the bourbon. Not a lot, but it definitely does stick out. So this one right here particularly, I missed the Coy Hill. I'm trying to get a Coy Hill one. I can't find those. I mean, I haven't been able to find those really around here, but I've been looking for it. But this one does come in at a hefty 136.8 proof. Again, that Jack Daniel's profile for these single barrel proofs, just super dark, super viscous, really tasty, caramel, heavy vanilla. Love this stuff. And for 65 to 70 bucks, I think it's 65 right now, $65, and it's on the shelves everywhere. You can find this anywhere. I'd recommend you definitely have this on your bar, especially for the fall time to have. If you haven't gotten a bottle, go pick one up for the fall time. You won't be disappointed. Super tasty. Let's go with another legacy here. And this one is going to give a shout out to kind of the store picks. You know, store picks are good to have, right? They're unique, they're single barrels. They're usually going to be cast strength or full proof, barrel strength, whatever it may be for the most part. And this one right here does a good job of them. You can buy the main one, the main baseline at 120 proof for about 50, 60 bucks maybe. And the store picks typically are about the same that I've found so far. And if you don't know, I'm talking about Knob Creek. So Knob Creek here, this is a store pick, 120 proof. Again, this one right here, they can vary in age. So if you can get them up there, like this one is actually 10 year, 3 month. When you get in that range for 60 bucks, it's hard to beat that value for 120 proof. That's got some good barrel influence, nice barrel spice, vanilla, char, all that good stuff. It's hard to go wrong with those store picks. So Knob Creek store picks, most stores will have some type of Knob Creek. They're very popular and common in the areas that even I've traveled to, like Georgia and other areas neighboring within North Carolina around, all have some type of Knob Creek store pick. So I would recommend pick one up. Try to find an age statements closer to double digits, 10 years. You won't be disappointed. Super solid, really tasty too. So last but not least, and then I will share like what I'm drinking in the glass. Let's go into the craft distillery. This one right here kind of surprised me in the last year or two. Not a big Texas whiskey fan, right? I'm just not a big Texas whiskey fan, but this brand has kind of put Texas whiskey on the map for me. I enjoy this brand. Whatever they do out there with the heat and like some other parts of the area, they do it well. And this one in particular is their cast strength versions, and I can go rye or go bourbon either way. And they have another special release that I don't own a bottle of, but I got to try that's super, super good. It made a lot of top 10 lists for a lot of whiskey tubers last year. And I'm talking about the brand Still Austin, out of Austin, Texas. They do good stuff. I'm a fan of Texas whiskey if this brand is involved. And so Still Austin for me, really like the products. Price range for these cast strengths are going to be 60 to 70 bucks for the most part. I know there's like some red corn and blue corn and stuff that's a little more specialty. It's going to be a little harder to find and probably a little more expensive. But as far as like stuff that's on the shelves around here, I mean, you can't go wrong with it. It tastes great. It's aged at least 2 years, right, as it states on the label here, which means, the Texas heat has a lot of influence to kind of help age it quicker. And so they've done a good job out there at Still Austin. So very impressed with it. Still Austin's a big brand for me that I like to enjoy whiskey with. So this is another one here that if you find your shelves, grab the cast strength of either version of the rye or the bourbon. You can't go wrong with it, and they're really good as well too. So, all right. So in the glass. So in the glass, out of these bottles that I've tried, give you some hints. So this one is cast strength, as I mentioned. It is a rye. And this one is actually going to be none other than 13th Colony Rye cast strength. This one right here. Again, super good, super tasty. It's got a lot of flavor, good mouthfeel, dark, dense. So really good stuff. So that's what I'm sipping on tonight. So smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, and until next time, sip your passion.